Aloha! Welcome to this beautiful morning again. Look at this. So nice. It's already 80 degrees Fahrenheit and it's hardly 8 a.m. here in Daytona. And some people having fun. And some birds. Nice reflection. So yesterday I got a very interesting inspiration, namely how important it is to reinvent yourself on a regular basis, especially if you have chosen entrepreneurship or business as one way of expressing yourself and serving as an entrepreneur. And when I look back at my life, I realized that has been such a crucial element of me becoming more of who I am. So reinventing yourself through business is one of the ways to become more of who you love. And why is this so? Because if you're really doing business in connection with your divine feminine, you'll be always doing good, and probably even better than good, because you will be in connection to what people need, what the market needs, and then also how can you serve with your inner world. And so many times that's exactly what happened. So when we even go back to my very first bigger business project in Norway, offering cleaning services to my friends, which took off to turn into a 5-year project with lots of clients all around Oslo, the capital of Norway. And I used zero advertising money for that, because my people, my work was my advertising. So, and as I was in that business, I didn't even think of that. It's just like the recent years I realized, wow, I already started a business there, right? So, and later I added spiritual event creation in Norway as well. So, and then Estonia. So another time when I came back from Hawaii and had my experience with the water fear release, one of my clients knocked on the door and said, "Hey, I want to deal with that as well. Can you help me?" And every time when these kind of invitations come to you, pay attention, because this is your spirit's way to guide you also how to become more of who you love, and also how to help people with ease. So, and luckily that person also had her own pool, so we could start to work with her water fear, which later turned into my own water modality, which I started to offer also in 5-star luxury hotels in Mexico, which turned into my next bigger business that way. And to set up a business in Mexico as a woman from Estonia, sitting and doing it all alone, that was quite a trip, but I managed it, so that was really cool. And when I found my current husband, many of my fans who had been following me for many years, they said, "Hey Crystal, seems like maybe you have like a formula, how you did it, like how you found him, like what is it exactly you did? Could you share it with us?" And I sat down, and then that's how the inner family alchemy, relationship alchemy program was born. So originally 4 months group coaching with some additional one-to-one coaching. And all of that came to life because, again, someone saw what I did and then asked, "Hey Crystal, can you help me to do the same?" So when we have these kind of invitations or questions coming from people, this is a direct way your spirit showing this is time to do this, or this is the way you can become more of who you love. So pay really, really close attention to when these things happen, because that's the easiest shortcut to become more of who you love. So, and the sad thing is, very many people, they actually miss those chances, and they just do it the old way, like, through effort and pushing, and it's possible too, but it's so much harder. And the planet where we're going, it loves ease. So it's one thing to look at, So in my case, the recent months, I've had several spontaneous situations where I talk to a friend, or I'm at an event or something, and what comes out is someone is actually ending up getting a numerology session from me, and then also somehow it turns also into connection to their business or career or whatever the case is. And now, as we started to check out their numerology with their name, with their birth date, with their business name they already have, or the new business name they want to have, it's just so amazing how it all comes together so quickly, so nicely. And it's a confirmation what to also focus on. And then when I sat down with my Divine Feminine actually gave me more ideas how I could take it to the next level here also locally. So I have taken some steps, but I'm probably gonna sit down and do like a full-on strategy and then start to implement it in the very near future. And what's also very, very interesting with the Divine Feminine is it may feel like, that your Divine Feminine is invisible. So how much power does she still have, especially because she's invisible. But she is very, very powerful when it comes to also reorganizing our schedule, or also saving us from whatever we need to be saved because we just haven't paid attention or haven't taken it seriously enough. So like in my case right now, this week I didn't go to my part-time job because I've been actually very sick. I got real bad chest cold to like crazy coughing and fever and real like weakness and all of these things. And I took it day by day. And when my first day of the shift arrived, before that my inner woman said like, there's no point of take it day by day. You can just say now that you need those 3 days off to, you know, heal. And that's, today is the 3rd day. So, and that's so true. So now what she's doing is, hey Crystal, you need that downtime. And then also, as I am really strongly transitioning out of that part-time job, she's already creating more space and time to do it. So this is really interesting how it can happen also in connection with your divine feminine. And you know, and this is the way she's really taking care of us as well. And many times we may still have a little bit of that pushing through hardcore energy, which is not a real divine feminine energy kind of way of doing things. So, but also if we have gone overboard with something, the divine feminine will come to balance things out with the yin energy. So more kind of inward going, slower energy, because that's one of the things she needs to do. One of the tasks, one of the purposes for her. So that's really amazing. And what's also very interesting with the whole thing is, as you may notice, my voice kind of is gone as well. So she's showing that my voice of talking, but also my voice of who I am, like how much do I honor it, and what like choices and steps do I take, you know. So yeah, moments to pause, think about this. So now, yesterday I put my new banner up claiming I am a holistic business coach now. So in a way I have been that for over 20 years, but I've never really fully taken it in. And I have really big claims there with my new sentence. And when they are like, Crystal, so you claim about 6-7 figures, like, okay, you can help me now to get to 6-7 figures, like how? And I have done it also, like wow, I did it myself too. So it was the beginning of my business journey, and yeah, it was within a year I got to 7 figures. So that was really amazing. So I have the experience, and I know the simple formula for that is to fully become who you love, which is to be in full connection with your divine feminine and listening to the intuitive guidance you get, and then, you know, implementing with your divine masculine step by step. When you do that, it's guaranteed the success, the money, freedom, whatever you need. It's such a simple thing. So, and now also when we would add other elements to it. So someone comes to my coaching and is like, hey Crystal, I'm like stuck with this thing of my business or this thing. So we can look in and we can see, I guarantee almost instantly that there is an issue with Divine Feminine, because it's not seen or heard or not fully like given possibility to express itself. Because when it does, and when you also take action, there is always flow, abundance following, almost like instantly, like no questions asked, because it's like a natural flow of things. So yeah, and now we are also adding other elements to it, so together with my husband as well, so who is a grand scale investor, has been doing that for over 20 years, and also financial leader. We want to bring in, and also are building right now our own, helping to take our business to the next level, but also help others to do that the same way. So one of the things I see the markets, that so many are kind of a little, I would say even like rigid when it comes to and how, and the ones who are, you know, ahead of the curve are the ones who are actually willing to adjust and also see, okay, so what is it the market is needing right now? So like the same with my case. So let me change these things around. So I've been calling myself a relationship coach for the last 2 years, and this is where my passion is. And I see whatever you're doing, also business-wise, relationships are the core key. So that's there. But now I am observing together with my inner woman what's happening on the marketplace, and I see there are more people who start their own businesses, entrepreneurs who have no idea what they're doing. They're all over the place. They purchase like things to do one thing, and then they get so overwhelmed, and they can, so that I've done all of that so many times I've lost count. I've burned myself out as an entrepreneur also very many times. So over the years I've learned also how not to do those things anymore, and how to start to do business in a smart way and in a holistic way. And that's one thing I feel is missing. So many are just focused on numbers or money, but I think where the world is going is we need to tie together the mission and service and the value. So it's not that we are only hunting the money to become free, but hunting, like with the Divine Feminine, we are just figuring out how to become who we love, do what we love, be who we love, and the rest of it actually follows almost naturally. There's like no effort needed, or if so, very little effort. So, and realizing this, like, wow, so this is a good time to repackage this whole thing And so that more people who are needing that kind of, approach or support will be able to have it. So I am probably gonna do also now, not do it yourself. So think about yourself now. What does that entail to become more of who you love? Does that mean that you need to readjust also something? Maybe you need to use another label. Maybe you need to pull in things which you have done also for a while, but you haven't even thought that way. So, and what are those elements which would help you to become more of who you love? And I would say that if anyone comes to my coaching, most probably one of the first things we still will do is relationship stuff, because your business is an extension and expansion of you, your patterns, your inner world. So if you have very messed up inner world, inner relationships, then of course everything outside of you will reflect that, including your business. So we cannot avoid relationships. Relationships are A and O of everything you are experiencing here. And I'm so glad that I have figured it out, and the core key is actually the inner relationships with your inner world, whoever you believe or bring in. So in my case, my life has been so much more fun and adventure filled, and also abundant and rich, because I have fully included and integrated my inner family archetypes, my inner child, inner woman, and inner man. And because I have, the life has given me also many presents and gifts. One of them, of course, my husband, and this year is a big milestone. In December we can celebrate 10 years since we met, and in August we can celebrate 7 years of happy marriage. So, which is the longest relationship in this lifetime I've had, and that's a huge milestone. So yeah, and then also when you are looking for coaches in your life to find, whatever things you need to be coached on. So what's really important is to look at what are those coaches already doing, what are the results they can show, and are they living the life, or pretty much close to that life what you are desiring. So, and then make your pick. Like in my case, I can fully say I've lived my dream, because and I'm living my dream also now. I'm fine-tuning and working towards other dreams right now. So I've traveled to 32 countries. I have studied in 3 world universities. I've done 2 professionally done documentaries. I have had and set up several businesses in several countries, several functioning till this day. I have a happy relationship not only with whoever, but with my spirit mate, I believe. Twin flame, whatever way you want to call it, which is, because because I was looking for him. I just traveled to 30 countries to find him, and when I stopped looking, it happened. So, and now business-wise also, I've also not succeeded in many. So I have even with my Estonia business since 2007, is a long time. So, and now we are adding this beautiful, amazing technological stuff to it, which will kind of have everything in one place and everything connected to one thing. So, and my husband is the tech genius helping to put that all together so that we can serve and help many more entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level as well. So we have the good relationship I have with myself because of my good connection to my inner world and my inner family archetypes. I have very good health. Right now I'm just transitioning, resetting, and I think I also got cold in Disney World, going from the hot to cold. But I am also a wellness coach, so I really know what to do and how. So following these things up as well. So have a good health. I am doing what I love, where I love. So currently living in Florida, doing these beach walks almost daily and enjoying the sun and fun and surf and helping as many people as I can, online or live. And in the future I want to bring back also the special retreats. So very amazing. And life mission is really important because figuring out what your talents are and how you can share it with others is one of the biggest amazing gifts you can figure out, because better you put it together in such a way that you can serve more people, better it is for everyone. So yeah. And then abundance. So abundance in many different ways. So abundance in how we are living. We have several cars, we have 3 cats, we have my husband's mom living close by. So we have some amazing friends globally, internationally, and there is a lot of abundance in so many ways. So yeah, so kind of put it all together is like, okay, so I would say I am pretty holistic in my life as well, and do my best to have the most harmony, to be a good role model and example for others as well. So yeah, and to wrap this up, number one thing with this beautiful Reinvent Yourself reminder is not to be afraid to reinvent yourself, because so many people are. It's like, what if I do it this way and then I fail and da 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 da. Failure is not possible, because only thing there is an experience, and then you can turn the experience into a lesson, into a beautiful treasure which helps you to fine-tune that next step, whatever that is. you choose this to be. So reinvention can be one of the biggest keys to turn the whole thing around and become more of who you love very, very fast. So, and in connection to that, we actually several years ago came out with a really beautiful self-study program called Reinvent Yourself, and I can put the link down below here. And if you want to go deeper, most of these categories which I also mentioned, abundance wheel, you can, and it can help you to take it to the next level. So some people also, they buy the program and then they will actually add coaching with me or my husband Michael, or both of us. So that's a possibility too. So it's a very deep program going through step by step how to reinvent yourself and what's the whole basis to it. And number one thing I would say is defining yourself, like who is it you are now, who would you like to become, and then what's that journey in between from A to B and how you can get there faster. So I hope this was inspirational today and you put some of this to work, and let me know how you're doing. So, and enjoy this beautiful day wherever you are.